Hi everyone, today I will show you how to connect a stepper motor to 3D printer mainboard and how to configure it in Klipper. If you tried this before and run into issues, don't worry, we'll cover everything step by step. Okay, let's start. First of all, before you connect the motor to the printer, you need to identify coils. We have two coils in stepper motors, like that. We have multimeters on continuity test, and you have two types of motors. Some of them have connectors like that, and some of them have already wires. And the ones with the connectors usually have 6 pins. You have two coils and the other pins, they're like half coils. They are for different configuration, but we won't concentrate on that. Okay, let's check the pins. First pin now. Okay, those two pins, they are first coil. And those two pins, they are second coil. Now, when you know where the coils are, you will connect the wires to them, and that's it. That's how you identify coils on the motor like that. When you have motor like that, with already with the cable, you do the same way. Yeah? That's the first coil, and that's the second coil. And now let's go to the, that's it from the identification of the coils. Let's have a look on the schematics. Okay. On this setup I have a BTT Pico board with BTT Pi connected to it just for testing, but on every board it's works exactly the same if you use Manta or any other board. When you open your schematics, usually you can get them from GitHub. There are always some schematics to your board. You check, well, we will connect X motor first. We're doing only that today. And here you can see B1, B2, A1, A2, A1, A2, that's one coil, B1, B2, that's second coil. And that's how you connect your motor. When you connect the cables and your motor doesn't work, you can always try to switch those cables on one coil or on the second coil, because you have plus and minus, and that should fix your problem. Okay, let's connect the motor to the main board and we'll see what next. Let's connect it. On here it's second. That's the one. Power off. Let's connect the motor. Plus on this board, when you do testing like that, you need to connect two temperature sensors, because otherwise your board will show you an error, but I won't go deeper in that. Just connect two temperature sensors for THB and TH0. And I connect micro switch, it's mechanical switch. You have two options on them. Usually they write on them NC and NO. It's means normal close and normal open. I use always normal close, because that means when switch is in that position, the current is going through it. But when you press it, you break the circle. And if the wire breaks down and you have normal open, your printer will still try to home. But if you try to home your printer with that configuration and a broken cable, it will show you an error that switch is all the time pressed, even if you don't press the switch, because the cable is broken and you don't have continuity. And that's the one thing. As well, I will show you schematics for the motor. You can see it here. Usually when you have schematics, you don't need to worry about finding the coils. You can see A minus, A plus, B plus, B minus, one coil and second coil. Yeah, that's a different motor. You see the coils are connected different way. You have A plus, A minus, B plus, B minus. Yeah, that's a different way to connect it. That's the reason you should check schematics. Okay, let's connect to the mainboard. Let's go to the configuration. First of all, we have step pin. It's sending a signals when to step for your motor. Second pin, we have direction pin, gear pin, and this pin show direction of your motor. You have exclamation mark here. If you delete it, you will reverse, your motor will spin all the way around. Yeah, you can change direction of your motors just adding the exclamation mark or deleting it, or you can just turn the connector all the way around. It will work exactly same. Then we have enable pin, and that pin it's between, if you stepper driver use low signal or high signal, you need to check it and then you add exclamation mark or delete it. And how to find which pin it's where, yeah, you get schematics with your board. Let's go a bit closer, and okay. And up here we have motor driver, and we have enable pin IO12, enable pin GPIO12, and then we have step pin IO11, step pin GPIO11, and direction pin IO10, and we have it here, direction pin GPIO10. Okay, that's how you connect your motors. Next we have micro steps, and micro steps usually you can go from like 16 to 32, 64, 128 is go like bytes, and when you increase your micro steps you get smooth moving of your motor. It's smoother when it's working, but you have less torque. Let's go to the next bit. It's rotation distance. Rotation distance can change. I think both, yeah, those motors, if you look here, you have step angle. It's 1.8. It's 1.8, but you can get motors when you have 0.9, and when you have different step angle, your rotation distance will be different. And as well, if you use different pulley, if your pulley have 16 teeth or 20 teeth, it will be different as well. But I won't calculate that here. If you're interested in that, just let me know and I will show you how to calculate that. Then we have end stop pin is GPIO4. Let's go to the schematics and let's find the step pins. End stops. Here we have them here on the bottom. X stop IO4. Let's go here. GPIO4, and that's the place where you connect your end stop. you see. This one is for four. It's for 3 wires, but we use only GND and IO4 because you have different sensors where you use 3 pins, but they need extra power. Then you have power supply 5 volts, GND, and IO4 is the signal one, yeah. But we'll pass that. Homing retract distance. Okay, homing retract distance. After hitting the end stop, the axis retract by this value in millimeters to avoid locking. Default is 5 millimeter, but for precision printers you can reduce it. Let's go next. Okay, let's go to position end stop. It's the parameter that shows the physical location of your end stop relative to the printer's 0, 0, 0 point. That means like your X, Y, and Z, and your axis will be on that position when the end stop is triggered during homing. Yeah. Sometimes it's needed, but usually it's just 0. Let's go to the next. Then we have position maximum, and that's the highest allowed position. Then you can add as well position minimum. That's the lowest axis position, usually it's 0, sometimes people have minus. And then you have homing speed. Homing speed control how fast the axis moves during auto homing. You can add as well like retraction homing speed. That means when your printer is homed, then you can add lower value for retraction homing to get more accuracy for that. And okay, that's the most important thing. TMC stepper, that's the GPIO 9, GPIO 8. Let's see on the schematics. I won't explain that, it's not that important. Let's just check on the schematics. You see motor word connection, IO9, IO8. Let's check here, IO9, IO8, and we won't go through that. Word address is usually 0. Okay, the important value is run current. It's here, it's 0.8. If your motor or your stepper driver it's overheating, you can always lower that value. That should help you. Hold current. That value, it's when your motor is not moving and you try to move the axis with your hand, usually you can't do it after homing, and that's the current you can use to hold your motor in one position. Stealth shock threshold, it's another extra value for smoother moving and more quiet work of your motor, but we won't go through that now. Diag pin, that is diagnostic pin, we won't go through that as well. Okay, now let's save the configuration, save and restart. Let's go to dashboard, and now we will try home our motor and see how the things go. Yeah, let's go to the machine. You can see all the end stop. When I press the end stop, it's triggered. And now let's home x-axis. Motor is moving, press the end stop, it's home. You can move it one. Okay, let's move it one way. It's spinning, I don't know if you can see it. The other way. Everything is working fine. Okay, and that's it. That how you connect your motor to your printer and do the configuration of your Klipper. And that's it for today. Now step on motor wiring should be a breeze. Drop question in the comments, and thanks for watching. Have a good day everyone, take care, bye.